background details and like the shading nuances and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go, dude.
Yeah, it's fire.
Hell yeah, brother. We're back again.
Hello. Have we started?
I mean, we can start whenever. I mean, it's recording, but...
Oh, okay. Fuck you, that's what that means.
Shit. Shut up, dude. Sometimes I like to record a little bit beforehand to get like a funny cold open, but you fucking ruined it.
I'll give you a cold open.
I'm going to give you a hard open. Shit. I'm dropping everything.
Doing the most. When does it actually start?
Like,
Halfway
I'll
through.
edit that part.
All right, guys, we're back.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I'll edit that part in. I'll edit that part in a different spot so it looks more natural. Whatever. All right, welcome back. We're Spooky Boys. I don't even know what episode this is. I'm losing my mind. We got Cedric. I'm Robert. And we got
I am Cedric.
So I am GoldynGambit. For those who don't know, it's Golden with a Y. I am a solo artist, but sometimes I perform with the band behind me. My music is a horror inspired. And I'm a huge fan of the SpookiBoiz podcast.
Nice, dude.
Happy to be here.
Celebrity fan. Start sweating profusely.
You start choking.
And I got this dope cover art for the album Memento Mori. So appreciate it, guys. It's fire.
Thank you, man. You're very welcome for it. And I had fun working on it because I was like, oh, should be fun to work. Like, even though it was like kind of weirdly quick to work on it, I know it doesn't look like it. It was like, you know what? The most time it took was just putting in like all the black ink on it.
Yeah, I was about to say like the shading, the depth, and like some of like the skull's faces. It's sick, dude. It's really good.
I think it turned out well digitally. There was some alterations made digitally, but the original looks pretty cool too, and I think that'll be a cool piece to have for you.
Appreciate it.
Because it's like, you know, you paid for the commission. I'm not just going to give you like a digital file of it. I'd like if you have the physical too, because it's like it's weird to just have like a digital thing and not
because it's like an actual memento of it.
Yeah,
like you could frame this and put it up on the wall, and like
we live in the same state. I would rather just give it to you.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Glad you like it, man.
Definitely getting framed. That's how I was last night at the show. Man, I was fucked up.
Oh, you said last night you performed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot you posted about the show last night.
Yeah. I'm at the Regal Beagle in Ipsy.
Nice,
cool.
nice. How was it?
Oh man, it was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. I had like 25 artists perform. It was our first time there. It was a nice turnout. It was about 100 people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Even like last time when we went to go see you at like the Token Lounge, there was a good amount of people there. That was like
it was.
It was a good turnout.
Pull up the mic a little bit.
Oh.
Got it. Nice.
Yep. And it seems like with each show, like the crowd's picking up. You know, meeting new fans. Bringing in new artists, just networking.
Hell yeah, dude. I really feel like people are getting back in touch with like the local scene too, and I feel like that's like super important for like up and coming like artists. Like you spend like hundreds of dollars on this fucking like these big bands, but like I don't know. Like recently, I feel like I've been going to more local shows, and I'm just like I fell back in love with it.
Yeah.
There's something about the energy.
Yeah.
The energy of just people that you just kind of like meet doing the same sort of shit, and then other people. I feel like people are drawn to like that kind of passion when they see it, and they're like, "Yeah, I fuck with this," and then
That's true.
a bunch of people jump into being fans like really early on, and then when you blow up, it's like you get to shove that in people's faces, like, "I knew this first."
Yeah, right.
That's true.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you want to like play like music too, then that's where you start. So you should start to get into the local scene.
That's true. That's true. And like it's so much talent, you know. It's crazy. Like within this last month, I probably discovered like 20 artists who I never knew, and I'm like, man, they're all fire, you know, all passionate, always doing shows. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I love it though.
Yeah, there's something about like playing live that's. I could probably never do it because I get stage fright and I'm baby man. I go pee baby mode, and I'm like, my face gets hot. The inside of my chest gets hot, and I'm like, oh, people are looking at me right now. I can't do this.
You do get a little bit of the stage fright.
I get the jitters, dude. I can't.
Because you know, like there was like for a while, like we were like writing music together, and Robert was the vocalist, and like you could do it, like you fought through it, but you clearly like were just like like you could always tell.
It's gone
like,
now, dude. It's gone now. It's all gone now. I live in a smoker's home. When you do that for so long, it's like you have a shelf life eventually, and then your throat fills up with just phlegm. It's gone.
Yeah. It's tough getting on stage. It's you know, tough having all those eyes on you, and like for me, I always need so my routine is 2 Long Islands before every show. You know, takes the edge off
for good measure for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But once you get up there, then you good. Like to me, the hardest part is just getting up there.
No, I agree. And then you like notice like the people watching you, and like even like last year I played drums for my buddy Alex's wedding.
Oh, that's sweet.
And like that was like not only like the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of with any like music thing, but like it was drums, like an instrument that it's honestly my second. I started off playing guitar and everything, but like I'm good enough at it, and I just understand it enough, and I crushed it. Like I actually like did like very well. I handled the pressure well, and I guess I'm getting ready to, I don't know, fist fight grown men for money, and everybody and their mom watches. So like I'm starting to actually handle stage fright a little bit better, and I feel like it's one of those things though. The more you go up there, the more you're familiar with it, and the less it becomes pressure, and the more it becomes like I don't know, anticipation. Like you just get that angst that like you're familiar with it though. Like it's bearable.
That's true. That's true. I was just talking to somebody about this article I read, and in the article it said that that as a performing artist, it takes you an average of 20 performances until you're just like 100% comfortable, like in you know just your form, I mean the routine and everything. So, and I think it's true because I've done maybe 13, and it's like looking back at the first time. It's a huge like difference. Yeah, you know, like with each show, stage presence gets better. You know, each show, you know how to like, I guess, like read the crowd. Yeah. You know, like some crowds like to be involved. Some crowds just like to you know sit back and chill. Yeah. You know.
It's kind of like they kind of explain it a little bit in like stand-up comedy type situations where it's like you kind of have to be comfortable enough to feel the energy of what's going on and like how people are responding to like you as a person on stage. So it's always gonna it's gonna be a little tough getting comfortable
what
in your
you
own
can
skin,
and can't get away with, and like you know like how you should be approaching like the crowd. If you get too dicey but you're not really that familiar, like then people do get a little upset. So like
it's nice to have you on the show, dude.
Appreciate you for having me.
It's also nice to have just like another artist on the show. He kind of Cedric writes music, and So do some of our other buddies, and then
Okay, I'll check you out.
it's nice to reach out into the scene.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I've been playing guitar, drums, and bass for like I don't know 10+ years now, somewhere around there. And I'm actually like trying to like get my like little EP out there. I got like 5 songs that are just definitively like done, and I want to feature like different vocalists on there too.
Oh,
Like
that'd be
yeah,
dope.
just to have every song have like be a stylistic modge podge. And that's just because I'm not in like my own band situation, but I just still feel like these songs stand out and stand alone. Like, so yeah, like that on top of my fighting debut, I got a bunch of weird shit going on this year. But like, you know what? We're just gonna get out there.
That's what's
Got
up.
anything
you gotta
you
do
want to plug real quick before we really delve to the deep end? Any shows other than the one last night?
Yeah. I got a show this coming Saturday, February the 11th, called Killing Cupid. It's gonna be at the Regal Beagle from 8 p.m. to midnight, and that's located in Ypsilanti. Yep. Like a lot of fire artists on there. I think I got about 10 or 11 artists. I got a live band, Frost is Rad, A.O. Stud, Johnny Lavelle, Mina, just a bunch of dope artists. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's awesome,
what's
man.
next. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I like to do like a little, shout out whatever you got coming up at the beginning, and then do it again at the end, because sometimes folks might like tune in and skip through or whatever and be like,
Yeah.
"Who's this new person?" So there you go. Cedric, you already mentioned the shit you got coming out.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my EP. I don't know what it's called yet, but don't worry.
Work in progress.
Exactly. It'll when it pops up, it'll be no warning at all. I'll just drop it. It'll be like here, like and March 18th. I guess that's my
That's your fight date.
Yep. It's my first kickboxing scrimmage.
Sick.
So exciting things to come, man.
Nice.
That's what's up.
I just put out Esper issue 1 right now. You can go read that. I'll probably put it in like the description or whatever, and put up some links and stuff. You can go read that now whenever you want. Issue 2 is coming soon. It's gonna be fun. I already kind of put out the covers to it that I want to do, like the 2 alternate covers that I want to do for it. So that's gonna be fun. I'm looking at like printing presses and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Oh, dude.
It's-
Sick.
Dude,
It is
printing
sick.
presses in and of themselves are so fucking
Us
weird.
having a table at Comic-Con. What's up?
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
Let's
do
do it.
That's fire.
I'm very down.
I'll sell that as a print, dude.
Got to.
Yeah, because
Got to.
that's sick.
Blow it up on like a big 11 by
that'd be
17 poster or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people love that. What else? Oh yeah, our buddy Elliot. For those who've been kind of watching, notice the new intro. That's by our buddy Elliot.
The Thrash Man.
Yeah, Grave Fodder on Instagram. But yeah, brand new intro. It took us 2 fucking episodes to address it.
yeah, exactly.
We're losing our minds. Low minimum wage jobs are killing us slowly. All right. No.
No.
There you go. What do you got going on? Do you guys do anything this week?
Oh, let's see. What did I do? All right, so my week was pretty like the usual like week. I worked the stupid mid shifts. What day was it? It was Tuesday. My coach told me like we're gonna do leg kicks. So I go to the gym and he's just like, just kidding. I'm gonna do leg kicks. We're gonna condition your legs. And then he kicked both my legs about 50
Your
times.
shins?
No, like both the calves, like the top parts of them, and then he's like asking me questions, trying to like make me like not think of the pain. He's like, "How's your dog doing?" I'm like, "He's a Frank. His name is Dog." Like he's like, "What?" I'm like, "He's a black bug. His name's Frank." He's like, "I know that. How's he doing?" It's cold outside, so he hates me when he goes out. Fuck! It was getting me so bad, dude. And then for the majority of the week, my legs were black and blue.
Yeah.
Necessary evils, gotta do what you gotta do. Get ready. Let's see. Other than that, got new tattoos. So yeah, that's painful as fuck. Oh god.
Slap the fuck
Gotta slap them.
Yep.
What you got going on? What you got going on this week, bud?
For this week, Mainly just prepping for the show on Friday. I got a few songs that I'm in the process of writing and shooting some promotion for my recent album I just released called Misfit. So pretty excited about that. So far, it's only on SoundCloud, but it will be on all platforms by Monday. It's just going through.
That's sick, man.
Clearance.
And might I say, I love the activity. Like, I love that you're
Appreciate it.
like constantly like keeping it moving and like keep the writing process going. I feel like people stay stagnant too long, or they sit on this little reserve of music, and then once they burn through that, they're just like, oh fuck, now what?
Yeah.
But like, you just got to keep it fresh, and like, got to keep like learning from the current music that's out right now.
That's true.
That's kind of like all kinds of content, right? Like you burn through what you have at the moment, and it's like, for myself included, it's really hard to like get that consistency going. So, like just being consistent and releasing stuff
Yeah,
It is hard,
constantly. That's an art in and of itself.
you just have to
I
keep
agree.
yourself like invigorated, to just like keep it like fresh, and then
Yeah.
just like keep the momentum going, just to
Yeah.
stay current, you know? Because
That's
there's
true.
people out there doing their thing, and like there's good music in every genre right now. I feel like we're doing like a full circle thing too, like in a lot of genres, including like hip hop, where it's getting that like kind of like late '80s, like early 2000s swing. It almost feels funky, and like it's getting
Yeah.
like the weird attitude feel back, and like I feel like there's shit out there for everybody, and you could just take from it, add it to your thing.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I guess I didn't really have anything too crazy going on this week. Was it? Is it Sunday today?
Yeah. Oh shit. No, it's Saturday, dude.
Oh, it is Saturday.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm losing my mind. MILF Manor's tomorrow. Then,
Mm.
yeah, do MILF Manor.
Oh, dude. For those who don't know,
I have been, because I know you wanted to come on the show, I have been wanting to dish about fucking MILF Manor. It's trash reality TV at its, like, it's the bottom of the barrel type shit.
I've ignored this on purpose just to like see what you got to say about it, and give the episode some time to come out.
Of course, we invite an artist on the podcast and talk about like the worst shit.
I love it.
Essentially, it is, and I love explaining the premise to people right off the bat. It is not quite sure how many women it is, but it's about like 10 different ladies, older cougar ladies, these MILFs, if you will. And they sent them to this little island resort thing in Mexico. It's this nice little mansion, a manor, if you will. And
I like it already.
and the big twist is that, hey, you can find love here, and you can date all these new guys coming onto the island. I want you to guess who those guys are.
Who the guys are? Are they like old guys? Like
Nope.
No.
Younger guys. Younger fellas.
So these are cougars.
Yeah.
Yes,
don't
these
know.
are cougars.
Okay.
These are indeed MILFs.
Huh. Wow.
The crow feet quota is there.
The crow.
You ever been to the Crowfoot, dude?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, they are the other women's sons.
Oh shit! What?
Yes.
It's so fucking awkward.
It's rough.
That's different. That's different.
It's definitely different. It's something else, boy. It's something else.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on TLC, because of
TLC.
course it's on fucking TLC.
The Learning Channel.
The Learning Channel.
Wow. I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, they give them like different challenges and stuff, but they don't give them challenges like a normal like game show or like love game show would work. They don't have a host, so they're just like, I guess just fucking send it through text message. It's the most janky way to run a fucking, I guess it's a game show, and the challenges are so nondescript, like make a dance
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was the one. I think they chilled it out for this week because the first week it was a really, really bad challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad, dude. Dang. They were like, "Oh, you have to shirtlessly feel your son to see if it's your son." Like they had to do it blindfolded.
Mm.
Oh.
These aren't Jimmy's pecs. Like,
Yeah. And then the newest one, which I didn't talk about last week because it was Saturday also last week, but the last one was they had to had to tell their deepest, darkest secrets and like put it up on a board. And they had to guess which the other ones, which their sons or moms were. It was very confusing. I feel like it's confusing on purpose, though. It's really fucking weird.
So do they all group interact with each other?
Yeah. They just let them roam around. They just let them all do kind of whatever they want.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. How
many seasons is it?
It's just been like 3 episodes.
Yeah,
so
this
far.
is like brand new.
This is like
new.
new. It's awful. It's rough.
Wow.
I guarantee you, as soon as you leave here now, it's going to be one of those things where you've heard about it once, and now you're going to start seeing it literally everywhere in your life, and you're never going to be able to escape it because it's that awful. You're going to love it, dude. You're going to have a great time.
TLC has always just had some fucking weird shows, but lately, what did I start watching? Sex Sent Me to the ER. And then yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, dude, that's a show. Like, they were having sex and they had to be hospitalized because of some sex-induced incident. Like, the Thanksgiving slip-up. They just had, like, fucking weird, like, names. Like, you know?
Not the turkey.
Too much. And that's just, like, the episode title, like, you know?
Stuffed.
Yeah, dude, that's good. That's good.
Carved, and there's a pumpkin. Too much?
Nah, dude, it's just enough. What else we got going on?
Let's see. There was something I forgot to mention about my week. I forgot this even happened, and I keep forgetting this happened. I don't know how. So I'm coming up the escalator, right, to go to work, and then
you mentioned this before.
Some girl was just like digging in her shit. Like, we're talking like
Excuse me?
possibly booty hole.
What?
And then like she came up real quick. It was almost like a quick adjust / just grip up. You know that thing that you do in the morning when you're peeing and no one's around? Like, she just like kind of just like gave herself like an oil check squeeze and then came up. And then she went for a quick sniff, and all you hear is me, no! And she looked back and looked at me, and I pulled up my phone real quick. And I just walked by her like, just fucking.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry, I felt like I had to get that out there, because I didn't tell anybody about work that happens. Like, my brain repressed it, and I just started my day. That was so jarring. It was so early. All right, now that we got that out of the way. All right.
I'm glad you got to tell that story.
Oh, man.
You ever have any weird shit happen to you, man, at like shows or anything?
Let's see, some weird. Oh man, I did. Somebody tried. Well, not tried. Somebody humped my leg at a show before.
Oh shit. Were they torqued? Was it a girl? Was it a guy?
It was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay.
It was a girl. Man, but it was just weird as fuck because her boyfriend was like there too. And like he had went outside, and then she runs over and is like, "Yeah, I like you," and just starts like humping the fuck out of my leg, almost like a dog. And I'm
was
just
it like during a song or?
No.
It was just like randomly
after your set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was super weird, And then he
this
comes
is a
in,
certified hood classic.
right. And then he comes in drinking a beer, and she's acting as if like nothing happened. I was like, man, this shit is crazy.
Maybe he was like watching outside and he just melancholy smoking a cigarette watching.
the frown and then the slow like.
Yeah.
The slow,
like, man.
deliberate smile.
There's just this epidemic of cucks. I don't know. Like,
I guess so, dude.
He's just like, that's right on, brother. Like,
Right. I want to watch.
the long drag. Just,
Slowly lifts a fist into the air.
and she's just no form, just like going at it.
I'm like, man.
Like, you're not even, your hips aren't even moving. You're just fucking trying to credit card me.
Like it's just, and the fact that she just goes back to business, like
like,
nothing happens.
I'm like,
Cordial.
My mind was
She
blown.
just says thanks and walks away. I finished.
Was she at least like somewhat attractive?
Well, she was hot.
Okay,
No.
that's fine. That's
Almost makes it more bizarre, but also like right on.
right on, brother.
Right on.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's rough, dude.
Oh man.
I think if that's one of the stranger things that's happened to you, then that's not that bad.
That's not that bad, dude.
That's true. That's true.
I've had a girl at Mayhem straight up grab my dick.
Damn. Where?
Straight up. Like, I was watching Body Count, and I didn't even know Ice-T had a metal band. And then when he came out, I was just like, it's Ice-T! And then some guy next to me was like, no shit. Like, I was like, fuck you, dude. I don't know. And then, like, some girl, like, I'm just in the mosh pit. She just walks to me. She's like, hey. And then, like, she, like does, like a thing. I don't know, a finger fucking thing. Goes down my chest and then just, like, goes right for it. And I was just like, oh, shit. And then she just walks away and just, like, does that. And I was just like,
I never knew this happened to you.
yeah, no, dude, it was the same year that Chris fucking threw up all over his car. We were tailgating in the car, and then all you see is fucking Chris just, oh!
Yeah, our
And he
friend.
looked back at me so straight faced, I just laughed for 30 minutes. It's so fucking funny to me.
Yeah,
The
we,
buddy, bro.
we went to Mayhem Fest, and we weren't 21 yet. I mean, we're fucking. I'm 27 now. Who gives a shit? But
Yeah.
We were drinking heavily, very heavily in the parking lot.
Oh, dude, we
and
drank so many, like, what was it? It was booty beer,
It
too.
was
It was like
Bush.
Yep.
Oh.
So no wonder he got heartburn and started throwing up everywhere.
I just felt I was so bloated, and I was like, yeah, dude, fucking Cannibal Corpse is gonna be playing. I'm jumping in the mosh pit. And then I also had to poop, so it was like me furiously holding my poop together while I'm like being slammed around by grown, like
Oh, dude.
35-year-old men.
It was such a rough pit, too. Like, that was a rowdy-ass show. I'm not gonna lie. Even Body Count was rowdy. I saw some, like, they were playing...
Body
like,
Count's always fucking around.
yeah, dude. What was playing? There's a bitch in the pit, and then all you see is this girl, like, in there, like, girls going there and, like, mosh for the song, but this one
Yeah.
smaller one just got, wah, just fucking just steamrolled. It's like someone erased her legs. She was just gone. And then you see her on the ground, like, holding her side and shit. That was a good year.
It was a good year. Was that 2015 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our last year.
Dude,
Some like weird drama happened with the guy that ran the show or something. Like he was like not
with
paying
Mayhem?
people, and then he was like adding on like fucking weird booty butt bands.
yeah, near the end, the lineups weren't that great, but the early 2000s, they were fucking lit.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones that you had to go to in the summer because it was just that fucking sweet. I don't know if you ever like a Mayhem like Warped Tour goer.
I have not been to one, but I really want to go to one.
Well, Warped Tour, they're both done forever, I think,
Mm.
which is unfortunate because that was like the last like festival
Warped
year.
Tour's
around,
done?
Like, yep, Warped Tour's gone.
I didn't know that.
Yep, 2018 was the last year I went to
Wow.
it.
Oh man.
And the lineup wasn't even good. I still went to that shit because I was like, I owe it to my childhood. I gotta go, and I went.
Damn.
Yeah.
And it was out in some random location too. It was like Birch Run or some shit. Like, because it was never there. It was always like the Palace or like Comerica, and I guess they couldn't do either, so they just went there.
and it's always like 6,000 degrees when you're there.
Yeah, and it was such a weird day too because it wasn't even that hot. It's like the universe didn't even give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, because normally Warped Tour was the hottest day of the year. They made you work for that shit. You had to want to be there.
and walk around for 6-7 hours straight.
It felt like a work shift. Like it felt like I roofed once, and it felt like that. But man, that shit was awesome.
Cool bands though.
Yeah.
Remember the one time? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Did you guys see that they announced a tour with Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie?
I did not.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Called the Freaks on Parade tour. I think they're coming here. I don't know if it's the end of this month or September. But
You
it
know,
looks insane.
I would totally go to that.
Me too.
I've only seen
Yeah.
Rob Zombie once, and it was fuck. Well, that was also Mayhem with your dad. That you weren't there that one year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the shits. I was like,
You got butt problems.
yeah, I had a lot of. I think I had like fucking food poisoning or something. It was like hardcore diarrhea,
Oof.
and I was so sad because there were so many good bands there.
I know. And I ate a bunch of brownies with your dad, and I'm just sitting there watching Rob Zombie like, Dracula. Eyes wide shut.
Oh. Been to any crazy or weird shows?
Is it a crazy or a weird show? I went to a Tyler the Creator concert.
Yeah.
And his album Cherry Bomb came out.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Man, that concert was fucking lit. It was somebody dressed up in a banana costume.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he's screaming, Tyler, I want to have your babies. And he's like, dude, no matter how many times we tried, it just wouldn't work.
He's just talking to the banana man.
Yeah, but like it was just lit, man. Like he had so much energy. The fans went crazy. Everybody knew all the lyrics. Like, man, it was just an awesome show.
Yeah,
I lost my voice.
Yep, yeah, exactly. There's certain
Yeah.
shows that you go see, like the band or artists themselves have so much deliverance that like the whole, you can just
Yeah.
tell. You can just tell everyone in the room is fucking into it, and it's just electric. Like
Yeah.
that shit's fucking amazing.
Even if you're not like into that particular band or anything, just seeing other people like enjoying it is enough for me to be like, hey, you know what? All right, and
That's
fucking, if they got a mosh pit going, I'll try, but my knees ain't what they used to be.
Yeah, right. No, I'll get in there. I love that shit. That's my conditioning right there. I've almost been knocked out so many times in mosh pits. I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah. Oh man, how'd you get started in music? Like what? I know that's a question that probably 10,000 people have asked you by now, but
Well, I guess I was born into it. Like, growing up as a child, I just loved listening to, music in general. Like, I've always had a CD player, or like an iPod with just different artists. Michael Jackson, Rob Zombie, Nine Inch Nails. Like, I would just listen to everything. And then I didn't actually start making music until about 16 years ago. When just one day I felt like I feel like it's not that hard, to make music.
yeah,
Like just talk about, life, and
Yeah.
experiences. So I just would always write songs, with different genres. A lot of experimenting, rap, rock, a little bit of everything.
yeah. I think it's pretty important to experiment as much as you can, because I feel like some folks get comfortable with like a genre or something that they're already in, and then if you try something out once and you find out like, oh, I actually really like doing this style of music too, and you feel like, oh shit, I kind of like, it's kind of the same way in art too, like just drawing shit too, where it's like you kind of find trying other styles and stuff feels a little bit more comfortable, feels a little bit more your game. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you feel bad because it's like, did I waste time doing all this other shit, or did
True.
was it just gateway to this?
Exactly, and I just feel like it's easy to fall into like you said, like tropes, and just to fall into like a style trap, and then like then you get writer's block because like you can't like keep making the same shit, but like formulaically speaking, you are kind of making the same shit, like,
Yeah.
and that's why it's essential if you're a musician, it doesn't matter, or an artist, just to venture out
Yeah.
I agree.
and just expand a little bit, add more tools.
That's why Metallica sucks now.
The new song sounds like exactly like one of their old songs.
It does.
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
trying to remember.
That's
Like,
fine.
like it's whatever. Like,
People know what to expect. I'm
Yeah.
I'm doing a bit.
Yeah,
It's a joke. You don't have to seriously sit here and talk about.
bro, fuck you.
If you want to leave,
Not a Metallica fan. Got it.
Not a Metallica.
I don't care what they do. I'm down. But like the last album, like the Hardwired one. I don't know if you actually like sat and listened to that, but like Spit the Bone and like Moth to Flame and like those songs. I thought they were actually like good.
Yeah.
They were actually like it reminded me of like their old like kind of like fucking Blackened like vibe. Like like it had that like drive, and then like their new stuff is it's starting to get a little washed out again.
Yeah.
But hey, hats off to them. I hope they make music until they need depends. Like like.
Depends. You ever seen was it Some Kind of Monster? Their documentary thing about making like Saint Anger or whatever.
No.
It's actually pretty good. Saint Anger, probably one of their worst albums ever, but
I agree.
but
That and Death Magnetic.
Death Magnetic has some okay stuff, but the actual documentary of them making it is actually like kind of inspiring, and it's like, oh, James Hetfield is getting over alcoholism, and he's trying to like better himself, and so is the rest of the band. Lars Ulrich is trying not to be such a fucking weirdo all the time. Wearing like silk robes and shit. Like, I don't know. He's doing like some weird shit, but and then you listen to like Saint Anger, and it's like one of the most depressingly awful fucking albums of all time.
It's not good for the time, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
That was all.
Yeah,
All right, sorry to get off topic.
Yeah. I love you, James Hetfield. Not really though, but yeah, kind of actually. They had some riffs.
Damn. I don't think I got anything else. Let me look at my little list. I feel like
Yeah.
I would have a
And
list of
you said
stuff I
it's
wanna
term
touch
earlier,
on.
and I wanted to see if it's actually a thing. Was it squelching?
Squelching.
Maybe.
Squelching, what's that?
I have no fucking idea.
Either Robert made it up. and
I
we'll
just
give
kind
a
of made
meaning.
it up.
Dude, watch it be a thing though. It sounds so
We were
like
just kind of like, we were riffing earlier. We were just kind of going off the top of the head. And I was like, what's squelching? You know what squelching is? Is it an actual term? Please don't tell me it's an actual
make a
term.
soft sucking sound such as
Oh,
that
shit.
made by walking heavily thud through mud.
Oh, it's just like an onomatopoeia. It's just like,
Yeah. Or that one.
I don't like that second one you did. That one's awful.
Well, now you know.
Oh. I think this is a nice place to put that that clip of us from earlier where we had that big conversation here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. We're good. All right,
We
we're back.
edited it now.
Yeah. We're back now. I don't know. Fuck it.
Oh shit.
People will catch up. Or they won't.
Damn.
So I feel like lately I've been watching like a couple like newer horror movies. Like I watched what was The Menu, and I'd say it's more of like a suspense thriller, but it's also kind of like a culty thing.
Yeah.
But it's also like this fine dining like restaurant
I
where
heard about it. I haven't seen it yet.
yeah,
haven't
like
seen it.
the guy's running through like dishes, but sometimes he won't use like he won't use actual food. He'll just use like I don't know, like it's all supposed to be a metaphor. His food is supposed to be art and mean something. So they're eating like fucking little plants and shit off rocks, and he called it the ocean. Like, it's just super pretentious on purpose. And then this guy, he's just been following the head chef, which is very much Gordon Ramsay, but fucking kind of looks like Liam Neeson. And the head chef is just like running through all these dishes and comparing it to life and comparing it to man. And he drops off these cookies, or it was cookies or wait, it was taco shells. And they on the taco shells they had like fucking shitty things that the guy somehow knew that they did in their lives. Like a picture of old boy cheating on his wife, but it's pressed on a fucking tortilla shell. And she's like, "Who's that?" And it's one of the girls who were there, like who happens to be an escort.
Damn.
Yeah, and I won't spoil too much of it, but then it just takes a really weird fucking Ari Aster, whatever the guy's name who directed Hereditary and Midsommar. It takes a weird culty turn like that. Where in the end it just gets fucking bizarre.
Goes off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
Damn.
The people are food. Like, it's fucking... It's,
Soylent Green is people.
yeah, exactly. It's. I definitely recommend it, though.
Check it out.
You got any favorite horror movies?
My favorite one recently, like the what's that movie? Barbarian. Have you guys seen
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
That movie
love
was
that
insane.
one.
I love that movie, man.
Yep,
Like,
it
so
was good.
that twist.
Yeah.
That and watching Justin Long's eyeballs fucking come out like fucking
So
melted
it's like,
cheese.
It's like horrifying, but it's also like one of the funniest goddamn things I've
Dude,
ever
it's
seen.
funny
in
as
my
fuck.
life.
Oh my god.
He has to fucking suckle on her teeth. Like, the fucking
I'm like, oh.
When he like pushes what's her face off the top of the fucking water tower,
Yeah, that was
and it's just slow mo. After he gives this huge speech about changing as a person,
yeah. It was crazy.
fucking lied. He just lied.
And then the baby bottle
Lied.
with the pieces of hair all on it.
Oh.
yeah. How old boy's head got the fucking McMop, and just the Mick Smash. It just fucking.
Oh, yeah.
When she smashed the fuck out of it, it was.
That shit was insane because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was just so like graphic, and I just love that it used like practical effects, and it just made it like
did.
that much more like jarring.
Yeah.
I love practical effects. That's my shit.
You ever seen Whitest Kid You Know?
Why this kid? No.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so one of the directors of that movie, well, the actual like writer and director of that movie is Zach Kreger, and he also starred in a show called Whitest Kid You Know, which is like a sketch comedy show. And if you listen to like a lot of the dialogue and watch some of that show, it just syncs up so fucking perfectly because it's like the same weirdly kind of the same writing style as that show. And it really like it comes out a lot. And then you'll notice like a lot of the funnier fucking parts of the dialogue are just like, it's fucking spot on. It's really funny.
It didn't really age well, but it just falls into that
Yeah.
satirical category in like the early 2000s where it's just like, what?
Yeah, there's Zach Kreger is actually in one of the scenes when Justin Long is in the club or the bar or whatever, and he's talking to his friend, who's like they're very clearly talking about like, yeah, he fucking raped some lady.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's not much of a twist there. His
no.
character's a
Sure.
fucking scumbag.
Man, a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is scummy as fuck.
He got, dude. He fucking died hard as shit.
Oh man, yeah, he did.
I don't mind spoiling it now. 'Cause it's,
I mean, it's been out, guys. Watch it.
That's true. The scene with the homeless guy who's like,
I
love that.
she ain't never been 20 years and she ain't never came in here.
She ain't gonna fuck with me. Hurry! And then she fucking just comes out of nowhere and just
Yeah,
fucking
rips
takes
his arm off. I was like, what the fuck?
busts in the fucking like side of the wall like the goddamn Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, like fucking. Like
Oh,
the Jason
yeah.
movies. He just like there's a clear the door, not locked. He just comes
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
wall. All the kids. Ah!
Yeah.
I love that shit, dude.
That shit was fucking awesome. And all the effects were like straight up practical. Like everything was done like in the fucking suit that they used for the creature was
Yeah.
intense, dude.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah. And her origin story, man, was sick.
Fucking crazy. And it is kind of like yeah, that's how a horror movie villain would probably be made, especially back in like the 80s or something.
Yeah.
I mean, what was Freddy Krueger? He was straight up a diddler. He was a diddler that got burned alive and then came back to Dream Diddle.
The torment youth. Yeah, exactly.
Dream Diddle.
Dream diddle. Yeah,
That
you
was
like
awful.
that?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get canceled for that. I'm sorry.
Someone a movie.
Oh,
Oh shit! What's another one I recently watched? Fear is another one that recently came out.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Yeah,
What-
it was
what is
okay. The plot was kind of all over the place. Fear kind of like, okay, so you had like this group of people, and they tried to do like this whole like play on the pandemic, but that's only part of the movie. What really like started it was like the group of people, like they drink this wine and then they all say their deepest, darkest fears, and then somehow that starts like
I've seen the preview
this
for that.
paranormal like event to happen where like I don't know, they accidentally started like a summoning ritual, and then the pandemic, like it turns out like word spread of COVID or this viral disease, and then one of their people starts like coughing and shit, and then it like, but also the whatever the entity is starts playing on their like fears, really fucking all over the place. It wasn't like the best, but it did a thing. I mean, like, at least we're still putting out like horror movies. There's another one coming out too. It's called Outwaters, and that one gives me like kind of like it's the found footage movie, but it's them in the desert. And it just makes me think of when I was driving through like Nevada and shit, and how like one trailer would be like fucking, I don't know, like 3 miles that way, but then in between.
I can set that down for you if you want. You don't have to. Oh. I feel bad.
I love that. But yeah, there was like one trailer out, like 3 miles out, and then there were 6 other trailers, and I'm like, either they have a bunch of trailers, or whenever people lose their trailers, it's theirs now. I don't know fucking Borderland rules.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it just made me think of that, and I was like, man, that does seem like a good premise for a fucked up like movie. Like Hills Have Eyes, but it's a found footage film.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's the vibe it gave me, and hopefully that's not a dumb piece of shit.
Damn.
Because I kind of really want to watch that one.
What else came out? There was something else that came out too.
Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
No, please no. Please no. Skinamarink. It's called Skinamarink. Okay, basically it's made by this dude, this Canadian filmmaker guy, who takes people's nightmares, like their childhood nightmares or whatever kind of nightmares they have that stuck with them, and he'll film it and try to like recreate it based on like whatever comment they leave. So he'll try to recreate it like sort of word for word, but throw in some artistic stuff in there. And it's like found footage and also low quality, like the video camera's like pretty low quality. So it just feels like someone took a VHS tape and tried to record somebody's nightmare. Dang. His YouTube channel's pretty cool. I forget what it's called, but the movie is essentially sort of the same thing, like where there's like no fucking logic at all, because obviously it's a dream. Like dreams really barely have any fucking logic to them as it is, and like it's 2 kids that wake up in their house and there's no doors and there's no windows, and it's dark.
Well, that's fucking weird.
Yeah. It's kind of like those weird childhood memories of like waking up and like there's maybe like a TV on or something and you can't find anyone in the house.
Yeah. The house just feels very like desolate, but at the same time you feel vulnerable for some reason.
A friend, Fred, saw it and he had some pretty good things to say about it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
Sounds creepy. Like just seeing like the previews and stuff, it looks eerie as fuck.
Damn.
I love that kind of stuff.
Have you guys seen the trailer for a movie called I think it's called The Loved Ones or The Loved One?
The Loved One. I don't think so.
Oh man, it's not many trailers that hook me in, but this trailer hooked me in. So based off the trailer, it looks like this girl asked a guy to prom, and I guess she expected him to say yes, and he said no. And her and her dad like kidnap him and tie him up and like just start like torturing him and shit.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Is it like a thriller sort of thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be like that's it, like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets like prom.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Though.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I want to check that one out.
That does look good. I always love when horror movies, like, when everything becomes so fucking weird and bizarre and there's no logic to anything at all.
Yeah, that's kind of how Fear was, but they did a bad job at it. But generally, though, I do like that.
And, like, not no logic as in, like, oh, every police person gets brutally killed in some stupid way, or they didn't just kill the killer while he was on the ground, like fucking Michael Myers and shit. They're just like, I hit him once and then I run away. It's like, you fucking idiot. Not like that kind of no logic. Just like, oh, I literally walked through a door. I didn't break through a door. I didn't smash through a door. I literally just walked through a door. Just like weird. Like I like it when it gets fucking weird. I like it when there's no logic, and it just feels eerie as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just really feel like the whole mystique of being eerie and like setting up like certain scenes with like these like kind of like this desolence. I feel like people don't play on that
Yeah.
anymore. And like it was such like for me when I think of horror, I think of that. I just think of just like something like I don't know, you're in the woods alone and there's fucking snow everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And just that, the element of that, and then just the like the expanse and just like the like just put something subtle in the background. That's all you need to do. And for me that's jarring. Like and I feel like people don't do that enough anymore.
Have you ever seen Suspiria? Not the newer one.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's like an older, generally kind of famous horror movie by Dario Argento. Little tiny old. That's the newer one. The newer one, it's a remake. Newer one's a lot different. Still two very, very good movies. They remake it in a very different way, and it's a very different kind of movie.
Okay,
but
yeah, the 2018 is the remake. 1977 is the
the 1970s one is fucking awesome because it's very like psychedelic horror.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
And all the effects are like super practical and
That was weird.
The newer one is very good, but it's very like
Who stars in it? In the newer one?
the newer one has go to the cast and crew real quick because I can't remember specific. Tilda Swinton I know is in it.
Oh, wow.
My phone ain't.
It's about a girl who goes to. I mean, they both follow the same plot, but it's about a girl who goes to a school for like ballerinas and stuff in like Germany. I think it's Germany or is it Italy.
That's Tilda Swinton, like right.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton.
There's Dakota Johnson. And
Yeah, Dakota Johnson. That's her fucking name. 50 Shades of Grey lady.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I know her from. She's a redhead in this, so. She goes to like a school for ballerina shit, and it's like post. And the newer one, it's like kind of like post World War II. Like everyone, like Europe's still just kind of recovering from like all the war and shit, and people are trying to recuperate mentally from it all. And there's still like terrorists like on the run that are still doing like crazy like Nazism shit. Super interesting, but it's the school may or may not be run by witches that are trying to eat the life force of like younger girls.
Damn.
By inviting them to the school and like a full scholarship, like, hey, you can come here or whatever. And because of the like political atmosphere of the country they're in at the time, at least in the new one, people don't really go looking for them. Cops aren't really trying as hard because obviously there's fucking like bomb threats and terrorists and shit. It's really good. Newer one's really good. I like the older one a lot more, but the newer one is actually like one of those horror remakes that is like, this fucking works. There's not a lot of horror remakes that do that.
Yeah.
No. And most of the time, like, they don't use practical effects, and they just use CGI, and then it's just, like, a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead's good, too. The newer Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Excellent.
Classic.
I don't really like Zack Snyder, but that's the one movie he did where it's like...
That's probably my
That's
favorite
fucking
movie
good.
by him. Yeah,
That's
I
classic.
agree.
It's classic. Have you guys seen Black Summer on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've never
Great
seen that
zombie
one
show.
either.
That
Oh,
Cue
it's a
that.
zombie show. Yeah, I think I
Excellent.
heard of it, actually.
Oh,
Excellent.
I've seen bits and
I love
parts
that
of
show.
it. What's it about?
zombies, but it's like the Dawn of the Dead, like
Kind of
zombies
vibe.
that run. Yeah. It's excellent.
Instead of The Walking Dead, which I don't like.
Oh yeah, I like The Walking Dead in the beginning.
Yeah.
But eventually it just started going.
They lost me
downhill.
after like season 3. I think that's about like the end of the era for me. That's when it was
It
just
lost
like
me kind of mid-season too. They took
Yeah.
off the director that was originally doing it had like a huge vision for what he wanted to do.
Mhm.
and because they were doing the same thing with fucking Breaking Bad at the time. Breaking Bad was like fucking huge at the same time. So he was thinking like, oh, you know, they're going to give us like a big budget too. And they're like, nope, they cut the budget for season 2. They put all the characters on a ranch or whatever and just had them like sit there doing nothing for like pretty much that entire season. Season 2 or 3 or whatever, when they were all on. Yeah. And they had some cool situations there, but ultimately it was just like the cast was getting stagnant, and midway through season 2, when they had first moved them there, they got rid of the director, Frank Darabont, who did he did The Green Mile, he did fucking what was the prison one with Morgan Freeman?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank. He did Shawshank. He did a lot of like really classic movies, and it sucks that this like amazing fucking director, they're like, nah, fuck you. We're just gonna cut the budget and do a bunch of like stupid bullshit. Yeah. So, and then everyone latched on to fucking Negan. They were like, oh, he's so cool.
When he first came like onto the show, man, like it was literally his show. Like a whole season.
Yep.
It was crazy.
And it's like, that's cool. I wish they would have did it maybe a little closer to the comics, but like try to change it and like more meaningful ways. I don't know. They did something with that show that feels very like the very first season of it felt very like horror-ish.
Yeah, I agree.
It felt like this is a fucking calamity.
And
like this is awful.
And then the rest felt like a drama.
Yeah, the rest.
It did. It did feel like a drama.
It just kind of turned into like worse Mad Max.
It turned into like, I don't know, the fucking, I guess, the inevitable monotonous life that would be zombies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're all right, this place got overran. Let's go to the next place. and then like it's just that.
I think they should have like changed it a little bit from the comics, where they start like doing weird shit with it, like, oh, these zombies are kind of mutating to like mimic humans or mimic human children or some shit to try to lure people in.
Yeah.
Like that'd be fucking crazy. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, nah, we'll just make it about people drama. It's like, no, there's fucking zombies everywhere. Every once in a while in the show, they would do that to just kind of remind people, hey, this is a zombie show.
Yeah.
And then they would just kind of like give up, I guess. And just be like, fucking, he slept with her, and now he's mad at him.
And
like
then you,
kind of shit.
yeah, exactly. But then like they also got to the point too that killed off so many members of like the main cast, which again, this would happen in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Little Timmy probably ain't gonna make it. But like, it just kind of like diluted all character development.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Who am I even cheering for anymore?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I kind of just want them all to, I don't know, die or like, I don't know. After a while, the virus evolves to the point where you just turn into a zombie. Like make it like dicey or something. I don't know.
I don't really watch Game of Thrones, but it's kind of how Game of Thrones turned out, where it's like, you tune in for season 1, you got all these great characters you like, and then you tune in for like the last few episodes, and it's like, oh, everyone here is a bad person and has done something horrible and reprehensible, and all the good characters are dead, and everyone is completely. And it's like, that's fine.
I just feel like with the exposition of like the show, that's okay, but you're still just kind of like you're just running the ride. I don't know. Like you said, there's no one to root for anymore, and if there isn't like a protagonist, then it's just all right.
That's true.
Oh boy, what other movies? You guys got any favorite like childhood horror movies?
Favorite childhood horror movie? Damn, that is a good question. Okay, well, there's some like basic ones. I guess I just have to like off the bat like give it to like Jeepers Creepers.
Ooh,
I loved watching that one.
First
I
one's
don't.
good.
Yeah.
Sucks about all the tragedies. But
Yeah, right.
yeah, but no, that is I think that's a good horror movie. Without context, it's a great horror movie.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Of course, Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
There was one more that always just like stands out in my brain. Gotta give it to Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is good.
I saw it kind of young,
Classic one.
and it was weird. It fucked with me. It did. Like it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to give it to like a top 3, it'd probably be like those.
What fucked me up as a kid was the Blob. Like the Blob.
Even that one did. That one was kind of scary.
The 80s one. It was like so like you expect it because the original is like kind of goofy. It's like, oh, there's a blob coming down the street. And then the 80s one, they turn it into like you see people melting inside of it. I was so fucking horrified of that as a kid. It just fucked me up for life.
Damn.
I cannot.
Melting inside of it. What the fuck?
It's rough, dude.
Yeah,
it like comes through like drains and shit and like gets like it gets people. Like it's not just like a slow moving blob. It like has sentience. It'll like fucking grab somebody. It's rough, dude. I highly recommend it.
I gotta watch the original one.
The original one's silly. It's got Steve McQueen. He's like an old timey actor.
Yeah.
Let's see, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. I saw that one young too. I love that one. Classic.
And my first time seeing it, I went into the movie with no knowledge of it. Never seen the trailer, nothing. So when it first started, I'm thinking, okay, so these guys are kidnapping a family, trying to get across the border. So it's like it's gonna be a heist movie, or a criminal movie. And then it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's these flesh-eating vampires killing people. It fucked me up.
No, exactly. And it is a very visceral movie. Like,
What a great cast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Salma Hayek's boobs. Oh, whoa! Now this is pod racing.
Yeah.
This is a movie I can get behind. Yeah. I like you said, practical effects again. Yeah. Like seeing how like gross the vampires are. It's not like this like romanticized fucking thing. They are like kind of how they are in lore, where they're basically just sort of zombies. They're ghouls that drink people's blood.
Yeah.
And they're fucking insane and kind of strong, but like if you hit them in the right spot, you'll take the entire arm off, and it's just fucking gross looking. Yeah. It's rough, dude. The dick gun is the coolest. Though. That's the best. The cod piece.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh shit.
Have you guys seen 30 Days of Night?
Yes, I love that one too.
That's
good
my
movie.
all-time favorite horror film.
My girlfriend's going through like a huge vampire thing right now, and she just finished True Blood. I hate that fucking show now.
I don't. It's another
I don't like
thing.
where everything ended up.
It starts off okay, and then it just you're like you said near the end. It's just like, what the fuck am I watching now? Yeah. It just takes like a complete 180. I don't know. It's
they all have
weird.
They all have like kids now, and it's like none of these people should have children. They're all bad people.
Yeah.
By season 7, Bill has killed so many innocent people now. It's like there's so much actual blood on your hands. You're no longer a good person. But yeah,
we're vampires.
She's going through that. She's going through Buffy the Vampire Slayer right now.
I still feel like that shit's as old as time now at this fucking point. And I haven't I know I've seen it, but I just can't recall it. I don't know. Like
it's very goofy. It's very goofy. You know how you ever play like the Resident Evil games at all?
Yes.
There's like a certain it starts off like creepy and spooky, but then it like kind of devolves into like goofy, corny action movie shit. Yeah. Where it's like you're shooting a fucking rocket launcher at Nemesis from like an airplane or some shit. That's kind of how Buffy the Vampire Slayer feels. It feels like there's a scene where a witch tries to do like magic at her. Yeah. To like destroy her, and then she like kicks a mirror and the spell like kind of like reflects off of it and zaps the witch lady, and she's like, ah. Yeah, it's great. It is pretty entertaining.
Dude, just looking at this, like, it's so, like, 90s.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, is that Dawson's Creek?
Really? No, really, dude. It kind of feels like it.
Damn.
It does kind of, I mean, that's the era that it was from.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why, like, I barely remember it. Because I barely remember that era.
All the
like,
high schoolers.
I was there, but I, like...
Oh, and that Charmed era, like Charmed and Angel.
Yep.
Angel came from Buffy.
Yep, sure did.
And I remember fucking just like all of the teenagers were played by like 35-year-old dudes. Yeah, I'm going to Catherine's thing on Friday. Just 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Full fucking like beard.
How old are you? 16. And just fucking...
Fucking creepy, bro. It does get a little bit weird because there'll be like grown adult characters hitting on like teenage characters in the show, and it's like it's rough. It's a little rough with the context. It's rough, but seeing the actors interact, it's like these people are like clearly playing the different age characters, but they're the same age person.
Yeah.
So it's just goofy as fuck. I do kind of recommend it though. It's very fucking silly.
That's classic.
Yeah, it is a classic.
I saw she did a recent interview and they asked her if she would ever come back for like I guess either a reboot or like a reboot / sequel series, and she's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Good for her, though. Some things just should stand alone.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I just don't feel like everything needs to be rebooted. I feel like we could just make ideas in their likeness or just all new ideas, but everything is like something. But like, just leave the shit alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave the early 2000s alone. It was a vibe. It was cool. We're past it. We're on whatever the fuck we're on right now.
I mean,
just roll with that.
kids like Gen Z now is like getting really fucking into like nostalgia from like 1995 to 97 to where kids are like getting bowl cuts and like dyeing it like bright fucking purple.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the vibe at the time. Right?
Yeah. It
Doing,
was.
like,
Or like the blonde highlights. Everybody had fucking blonde highlights.
Yeah.
Now everyone again has blonde highlights.
and it's the chunky blonde highlights where it's just like the thick strips.
Yeah.
Of blonde, and it looks rough, dude. It's
Yeah.
like watching an episode of like early 2000s Fear Factor.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of like blonde highlights, that show You People with Jonah Hill. His hair now is like blonde. He's got a beard. He's got jujitsu ears. He looks like a cool golf dad now. Like he looks like completely different. He's got like a little chest tat now and shit. I'm just like, what's going on, Jonah?
Jonah's hanging dong, dude.
Dude, he looks like he is.
He came a long way from his role in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, what the fuck?
Bro, when I think of him, I think of like Knocked Up.
Yeah. That's such
Super
a good
bad.
movie.
Yeah, dude.
Yep. Those are great fucking movies when
Fuck
they came
yeah,
out.
timeless, dude.
Yeah. And it sucks because like back then, people used to fuck with Jonah Hill a lot, dude.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. Like interviews, like, how's it feel being the fat funny guy? He'd be like you would see like the hurt kind of in his
it was
face.
that day and age too. You were allowed to be an asshole like that and
That's
fucking
true.
body shame people, and like the early 2000s was rough. It honestly was.
And now he's just like you could see in his face before he's like about to rip into somebody.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Love that guy. Love Jonah Hill.
Oh, yeah. You dope.
Fucking.
What did he do in Knocked Up again? He was just like his roommate or
Yeah,
some
he
shit.
was just his buddy, but he was just so fucking weird, and he kept dogging on the guy who's growing out his beard, calling him the rabbi and shit.
Rough.
It's fucked up, dude.
Rough shit, dude. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh yeah, I did want to bring something else up.
What?
We talked about it a little bit earlier, but have you seen Karjitsu?
Oh God.
Oh, this is some cool shit. By cool, I mean very stupid.
Dude, it is, but it's also funny as fuck.
We can't show the video on here because we'll get copyright stricken because YouTube sucks. But we can turn the volume down, watch it a little bit. Okay. Oh God. Car-jitsu. Basically, it's jujitsu in a car. And they will literally, like, yeah, you kind of see it in there, but the guy's, like, choking him with his fucking seatbelt. What? It's so stupid. Who fuck came up with this?
But yeah, when you're doing, like, traditional jiu-jitsu, like, you get, like, the gi, and you could use pieces, like, your lapel, and, like, you could use your belt even if you can, like, feng shui it. You could use your pants. You could use their pants. And, like, it all just goes. So it's like a play on that, but you're in a fucking car.
Fucking crazy.
What? That's insane.
Yeah. All right. So, who is this?
All right.
Who are the people facing each other?
We got Davidson versus Felton.
Felton.
All right. He's being Davidson and/or Felton. I don't know if I skipped it.
I'll just put like the little.
Bald guy.
I'll just put the little. When I edit this, whenever I edit it, I'll put the little screenshot right here, just so that we don't. People know what we're talking about, so we don't get fucking annihilated by YouTube's copyright bullshit.
You know, I did this one time with my buddy who wrestles, Brandon, but we were both drunk, and it was pretty much like the floor is lava. So I did grappling on a couch. In hindsight, like...
They have the seatbelt on, too.
They go take the and they just get after it.
Dude, he gets it, dude. He fucks him up.
He'll look outside the window.
Why is he reaching into his pocket?
That's insane.
And then they switch seats. They'll switch into the back seat.
How to Car-jitsu.
There's one specifically that's the funniest shit on the planet. I think it might be this one.
Okay, the starting position is seatbelt on.
It's this one. It's fucking this one. This one had me crying, bro.
Raymond is
he's going for it. He's
for it.
fucking his ass up,
like,
too. He's on top of him now. Oh my
trying
God.
to get into full guard, but he's like putting up, he's butterflying somehow in the fucking like the front seat.
I wish they left the horn on.
He's doing knee on belly just to make sure he can't get past his guard.
Because they're pushing against like the steering wheel, so I wish they left the horn on for comedic effect. He's choking him with the fucking seatbelt.
Which is smart as fuck, actually.
Do you see like the struggle in his face?
Yeah, because he's still trying to butterfly, but he's getting choked by the seatbelt.
You see just like him struggling to get out of it. It's so stupid.
There's not really enough room for him to even get full guard, but he's just going for it. He's gonna just mount him and straddle him.
Just like,
he tapped out.
When he finally lets him go, dude.
Yep.
Damn.
When he
seatbelt got him. That's smart though. I don't know who that sport's for, but like I love that it exists. There's another one where it's like a phone booth boxing. They're literally in a phone booth. The phone booth is in a ring, and they box inside the phone booth.
Wow.
And they rock their body with nasty hooks. Like, and it's glorious. Because what else can you do? It's a phone booth. You're not getting off a jab.
That's true.
Phone booth. Dude, I just love that he lets him go like they break the round. The guy in the red shirt ends up winning also, by the way. Like the guy that got tapped out there.
Oh yeah.
He ends up winning.
They just go by rounds and like
yeah, and they switch seats for the second round, and then the third round they're both in the back seat.
That's hilarious. There's like rules to this, like, you know what I mean? It's not
like
just
it's a real sport.
It's not just however they got in the car.
Yeah. Steering wheel is a disadvantage, dude. I love that he lets him go, and you can see kind of like the relief in his face after his face like slowly is like draining of blood because his face was just red as fuck when he let him go, and he's like,
I just love that for the first time in quite some time we're actually like diving back into like combat sports, like as a general public, like people are starting to love combat sports again, and that in itself is invoking like this whole like new like subgenres of it. Where you got car jitsu, you got phone booth boxing, you got overseas promotions, like they're just this is group MMA, and it's 6 dudes just going at it. You just see like head kicks and fucking. It looks like a mosh pit, except that last man standing. I don't know, like.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing too.
6. Okay.
Just a group MMA or like fight.
Okay. Tornado tag. What is this fucking WWE?
Hell yeah, except the kicks and punches are probably real.
Tag team. What is this fucking
Tilt it.
Tekken, bro? I know it's playing an ad right now, so we're kind of at the mercy of YouTube's bullshit once more. Dude, there's like
There's too many people.
it's just seeing like all these guys.
It's like the ring's just a little bit bigger than probably your standard octagon.
Yeah, it's like a fucking TNA wrestling ring.
Yeah, I'm seeing like the same shorts on, so I'm guessing there's teams.
It was fucking Impact Wrestling before they switched to the fucking square, where it was just a big octagon for no fucking reason.
Everybody just starts with flying knees and they all just fall over.
Oh, come on. Do it on your phone, dude. You got service. Do the 6-man tornado tag. Because we keep running into hiccups with my phone. I don't care that you're getting strange texts from strange women in the middle of the night.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Dude, okay, yeah, it's the same video. Sick, dude. I like this. The
future phones. You see the Game Boy, dude?
No shit. That's dope.
Right?
It's
I got it because it's fucking stupid.
Game-
And I managed to I had a little burner smartphone, and I made that last for 3 years. So I was like, let me get something nice now.
Game Boy,
I earned it.
Game Boy SP ass bullshit.
You know this shit's sweet as fuck.
Shut up, fucking long head ass.
Head ass. Head ass, head ass. I like when they just say that. Look.
What? Why?
Tornado tag.
Tornado tag, dude.
They get after it.
He's
Oh no, another mope getting a beat in his ass.
Oh shit! What? I got that guy in the back
Not
of the
my
head.
boy.
If it sounds like our commentary is very skewed right now, it's because it is. It's fucking incomprehensible.
Right? I don't even know, like, okay, so there's knockdowns, and these people are clearly getting rocked, but the refs are just like, all right, get up now.
Damn.
You know, I don't know if how safe tornado tag is. It's like
No
pancration with the homies. Like, look at Boulder
good
Boy.
jump.
He's just fucking walking around, smash, smish.
Yeah, it's kind of like what all the guys used to do, and no matter what neighborhood you grew up in, there's always that like, we're gonna be the Fight Club. We're gonna be the Fight Club, guys. We're gonna do
exactly.
this.
That's true.
They were the Fight Club.
Yeah.
They just-
They were just like, we're gonna do this on a massive stage for a massive
Oh, man.
audience.
that was great.
And
That
they
was,
did, dude. Good for them.
That was something.
Oh,
All right, dude.
you think it's about that time?
Yeah, I think it's about that time. I think we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun, man. It was
Yeah.
cool having you on.
Hell yeah, dude. For sure.
Appreciate you guys for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome on
It
anytime.
was awesome.
You got anything coming up? Once more, a little plug.
So I got the new album, Misfit, out. It's on all my social media profiles, GoldynGambit, Golden with a Y. And this coming Friday, 8 o'clock, I got a big show at Ypsilanti at the Regal Beagle. It's going to be a fun one.
Nice. And that is the 20. No.
11th.
Fuck is
11th.
11th.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. My brain don't work no good anymore.
What's today?
Today's the 4th. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. This will probably go up Monday.
Monday?
Tomorrow or Monday.
Okay.
Depending on if my computer is being a piece of shit or not.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And that was the episode. Yeah, go check out Grave Fodder. He makes the intro music, the new intro music for SpookiBoiz. I got Esper #1 came out. Go read that if you can, if you want to. For free. That's going to be coming in issues soon. I'm going to be trying to sell that.
That was dope.
And I think we're good. Go check out fucking Spotify. Pretty much every platform, every audio platform. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Yep.
Like, comment, all that YouTube bullshit.
Music, fistfights, and more obscurity to come.
Yeah. See you later, people.
Bye. Peace.